having 50 career receiving touchdowns now. You have thrown 40 of those to him, which is kind of crazy. Do you have any, like, one or two that especially stick out in your mind or that feel more memorable to you at all?
Good question. The one that first comes to mind was when he was a yard short in New Orleans in the playoff game. And he left us hanging for a few more plays before we finally got in. No, he obviously found the end zone quite a bit, especially in 2020 and 2021. He just seems to have a knack for it. He's great at using his body and getting on edges and positioning himself and being strong at the catch point with his hands and his body, such that he's not only a friendly target, but he can make contested catches and give you space in what would be tight windows. And 50 touchdowns is not bad for a guy who came here on a rookie tryout, couldn't even get an invite to minicamp before trying out. So, it's one of the many marks in Adam's career that has been just an incredible career. And I don't think he's done yet. I think there's just a lot more up ahead.
Kirk, do you think there's any type of competitive advantage with having that short window in London versus the Saints who have already been there for a couple days?
I'm not sure. I don't really know. I think there's pros and cons to both, and I can understand why they left when they did. I can understand why we're leaving when we are. I think it goes both ways, really.
So what do you remember about your 458 yards against Cincinnati? Still a London record.
Oh, is it? I remember it being a cool, for lack of a better word, sorry for the unique adjective there, a cool experience. Wembley Stadium, the crowd being sort of a mixed group as opposed to one side or the other. The scenery, and just understanding that we're on a different continent, but American football is selling out and has this great atmosphere. I mean, it was just sort of a cool experience. But ending in a tie was also an odd experience, and there were a lot of positives moving the football, but there's also plays when you tie, you always look at some plays you wish you could have back.
When you've been without, what kind of luxury is it when Dalvin goes out to have a guy like Alexander Madison there?
Yeah, it's been a luxury now for 4 seasons. Dalvin has had those moments where he gets banged up, and we've had games or stretches of games where we've had to rely on Alex, and it helps our coaches when they plan. It helps our offense to know that Alex is in there and can handle not only the run game but protections, and can do so much for us, and we don't have to skip a beat, so it's a big asset.
Have you altered